Have you ever thought about what it would be like to see Arctic tundra, scorching deserts, and massive cities, all without ever needing a passport? Well, today we're going to do just that. We're taking a deep dive into the incredible diversity of the United States, a place that's really a world all its own.
But first, let me ask you this. What is it that makes a country stick with you? Truly unforgettable. Is it the scenery, the culture, the people? For the U.S., it's not just that it has all of those things. It's the wild, amazing contrast between them, sometimes just a few miles apart.
I mean, just look at this. This pretty much captures the whole idea. The United States is genuinely one of the most diverse nations on the entire planet. You've got the raw, untouched power of nature right next to these huge modern cities. From the wild, remote parts of Alaska to the non-stop energy of its big coastal hubs, this incredible variety is its real signature.
So, to really get a handle on the US, you first have to appreciate just how massive it is. It's a land of huge contrasts, where you can find pristine wilderness sitting right next to the gleaming skylines of some of the world's biggest cities.
Okay, so let's start our journey in the Northeast. This is a part of the country where American history is everywhere you look, and at the same time, some amazing natural beauty is never far away.
The Northeast really is the perfect mix of culture and nature. You've got the gorgeous autumn colors in New England that millions of people come to see every year. And then, just a short drive away, you have cities like Boston, just buzzing with energy, from cool arts festivals to the historic grounds of Harvard University.
And right on the border with Canada, you'll find this absolute natural wonder, Niagara Falls. And trust me, it's so much more than just a pretty picture. It's a stunning display of raw natural power. It's a truly awe-inspiring sight and one of the great landmarks of the continent, for sure.
All right, let's head west now. We're going to leapfrog over the country's huge agricultural heartland and land in a region where everything just feels bigger, more epic. We're talking about a place defined by its vast, untamed wilderness. Get this number in your head, 5,000 kilometers. That's how long the Rocky Mountain Range is. It's like a giant spine running all the way from Canada down to New Mexico. It's basically one enormous playground for hiking, fishing, and some of the best skiing in the world. And of course, this wilderness is absolutely teeming with iconic wildlife. You've got national parks like Yellowstone that protect these incredible animals, including the grizzly bear, a real symbol of the American wild. It's a great reminder that the West isn't just scenery, it's a massive, living ecosystem.
Now, heading into the Southwest brings us to a true geological marvel. Carved out over millions of years, the Grand Canyon in Arizona is world famous for its unbelievable scale and those amazing layers of red rock.
And just to put its size into perspective, at its deepest point, the canyon drops 1,800 meters. That's more than a mile straight down. It's a depth that's kind of hard to even wrap your head around, and it's a huge reason why people call it the most spectacular canyon on Earth.
Okay, next up is a state so diverse it feels like its own country, California. If you had to pick one word to describe it, it would have to be contrasts.
Seriously, you can go from one extreme to the total opposite. You could start your day trying to spot celebrities in glamorous Hollywood, and then, just a few hours later, be hiking in the stark, beautiful wilderness of Death Valley, which happens to be the lowest and hottest spot in all of North America.
The variety is just nuts. I mean, how many places in the world can you go skiing high up in the Sierra Nevada mountains and then drive for a bit and be surfing the waves along the stunning Big Sur coastline? It's that kind of crazy diversity that really defines California.
Our journey now takes us down to the American Southeast. This is a region with a totally unique character, shaped by its warm climate, its deep history, and a culture that just moves to its own rhythm.
And there is no city that embodies that rhythm better than New Orleans. It's the birthplace of jazz and blues, so music is its soul. The famous French Quarter has this incredible mix of European and Afro-Caribbean influences that you can see in its one-of-a-kind architecture.
The city is also home to one of the most famous parties in the world, Mardi Gras. It's this huge carnival celebration that just completely takes over the streets. It's really the ultimate expression of the city's fun-loving, celebratory spirit.
Heading east from New Orleans, we hit the big peninsula that separates the Atlantic Ocean from the Gulf of Mexico, Florida, which, as you probably know, is famously called the Sunshine State.
And Florida offers yet another set of completely different experiences. You could be exploring the subtropical wilderness of the Everglades, checking out alligators, or you could be at the world-famous Disney World in Orlando. Or you could just be soaking up the sun and the amazing Latin American culture on Miami's beaches.
And that brings us full circle. After crossing an entire continent,
That idea we started with feels more true than ever. This diversity isn't just one part of the United States, it's really at the heart of what it is.
So, this whole trip leaves us with one final question. We've seen thundering waterfalls, quiet swamps, huge mountains, and sprawling cities. After seeing all of that variety, what's the one landscape that you think truly defines America? The interesting thing is, the answer is probably a little different for everybody. Thanks for joining me on this tour.